And welcome back, everybody. We are here live at the Battle in the Hawk's Nest at Bishop Hartley High School. I am Candace Allen on call with Will Ward. We have a match up this afternoon, our second varsity game. Today, the Cardinal Mooney Cardinals out of Youngstown will take on the Roger Bacon Spartans out of Cincinnati. Will, we saw our earlier game today. The teams took a minute to get going, but this afternoon we expect to see a good matchup between these two teams. The Youngstown Cardinals are 5-7, Roger Bacon 6-10 on the season, so we'll see what kind of movement each of these teams will have coming up.
Yeah, really looking forward to seeing what this Roger Bacon team has, along with Cardinal Mooney. Both of them, their records don't demonstrate much, but one thing that I do know about Cardinal Mooney is they started off 0-4, and they've been 3-2 in the last 5 games, and they're on a 3-game win streak, just winning this past Monday against Youngstown East, 55-39. So they seem to be catching their stride at the right time and looking to see if they can continue that streak here today.
And hopefully either of these teams can get streaky and we can have a good matchup. You can find us live streaming on Yamo Media on all platforms, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all of it. Follow Yamo Sports on the app as well. And we're also live on the Bishop Hartley YouTube site. And now we're going to listen to the announcer calling out the starters from each team.
Pay attention, everyone, to at the end of the lineup. At the end of the starting lineup, they usually do one heck of a handshake. So let's see who has the best one.
We didn't, sometimes I feel cheated. I feel cheated with tennis shoes, and I feel cheated with the handshake.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like, not saying we didn't have variety, but there's just so much more you can do with sneakers. But then the handshake, it was just, 2 hands, and then you run to the middle. No, I like the choreographed dance.
You have everything now. Like, you have the handshakes, you got like you said, the tennis shoes. They have social media.
Yes.
How big of a difference does that make in one's life?
Huge. And let's not forget, especially in the women's game, the one leg sleeve.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Asia Wilson.
Loving God, we gather in your name, respecting each other, supported by parents, led by coaches, guided by officials. When we practice, give us strength. When we play, give us courage. When we win, give us humility. When we lose, give us peace. In all that we do, let our lives praise you. In the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, amen.
And our starters this afternoon for the Youngstown Cardinal Cardinals, Talisha Huff, Sammy Rotono, Katie Pregabon, Sophia Diario, and Dana Hughes. And for the Roger Bacon Spartans, the starters, number 11, Gabby Ernst, number 2, Morgan Rowling, number 15, Leah Fulton, number 30, Mariah Henderson, and number 14, Gussie Hoffman.
See a proposal right there. That's a different one. We think this might be the crown right here. Oh, just a regular bow. I'm telling you, they get more and more.
They getting more creative.
Each and every time. My favorite is the placing of the crown on the head.
Oh, for sure.
Maybe someone from Mooney may have that pleasure of having that crown. How much pressure is it on the person at the end of the line is what I'm wondering, because they have to remember each and every person's handshake.
For sure. It's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure because I think, if you get it wrong, does it start off the game wrong? You know what I mean? If you get it right, you get your team amped a little bit. Like, how much of the emotion do you show? If it's a rivalry game, is it even more pronounced? But you're right. They got the hardest job. And the Cardinals are coached by Dominic DiOrio and Roger Bacon coached by Joe Finnegan. So as we get started here, we thank everyone for watching, and hopefully we're in for a great matchup. Mariah Henderson and Dana Hughes will jump it off.
Like everybody's ready. DJ is about to get cued off. The ball is about to get tipped off.
And we're underway. And Roger Bacon controls it starting out. I see a similar thing happening that we experienced in our first game. You'll just see each team starting out, go through their offensive possessions. They have their set plays to get the players moving, and it's all just to get an open shot.
You see Cardinal Mooney isn't making it easy for Roger Bacon to get any kind of movement. Early jump ball, possession arrow is going to be with Cardinal Mooney.
And sometimes some of the jitters, it is cold in this building.
It's very cold.
So in the gym, it may take a minute for the team just to get warmed up. It may be a little chill and it's cold outside, but we got a turnover off back looking up. First shot of the game off the rim. But good job from Sammy Rotuno looking up, trying to find her teammate. Oh, down low, Mariah Henderson tried to get that one to go. Now we're back down there. Here come Cardinal Mooney.
Ball being moved around pretty good. Both teams still looking for their first basket of the game.
Oh, nice crossover. That's Sophia DiOrio with the shot. They control the offensive rebound, gets it around. Rotuno, and we get a foul.
It's not that both teams had one possession. I think you will see a little bit more of a calmness coming about. That first basket of the game is good by Samantha Rotuno.
For sure. And just sometimes just to see the ball go in the basket makes the world of difference. She knocks down both with an early 2-0 lead for the Cardinals, who are in white. Roger Bacon in the maroon. Oh, we got a steal. Sophia Diorio, but almost a steal back. A little too handsy on that play. Foul called on Leah Fulton. Sometimes the offense, just seeing how, again, the first game to this game, it's the same kind of thing. You dribble pass to your teammate, they cut the other way, set a pick, and it's just working through all of those progressions to try to find an open shot. But with the defense up top, again, that's still number 2 for Diorio. She gets a layup and the foul, and she'll be headed to the free throw line.
It's a really good defense that you just seen right there. It's one thing to get the steal, but it's another thing to get the steal and then turn it quickly into offense.
Yeah, you see her with that little crossover just to steady herself and square shoulders to the basket.
Right. Ball may not have went in, but she earned a trip to the free throw line, and she knocked the first one down.
I will say, hopefully this is not announcer's jinx. They're 3 for 3 starting off. That's been our calling card, calling some of these high school games. A lot of points are left on the board when players head to the free throw line.
Great job, Candace.
And as usual, announcer's jinx.
Announcer's jinx. Too bad it doesn't work in other facets of life.
Right.
Three-point shot is off.
Long shot from Rolling. Got them out of bounds here, Rolling for Roger Bacon. Henderson up top. A long 3 again from Rolling, still off the mark. Hey, but when you need some offense, it was a nice looking shot.
Yeah, they're still trying to get a good feel of what's going on right now. I don't know if they just got here to know both of these teams are not in Columbus. So, Roger Bacon being out of Cincinnati and Cardinal Mooney being out of Youngstown, those are nice drives to have to get here. So if they just got here today, you could still have a little bit of car legs going on and still trying to get your rhythm, but it's still very early in this game.
That was a great observation. Both of these teams coming from opposite ends of the state here to the Central City. And Henderson tries to get it to go, doesn't get the right angle. And here come the Cardinals. Oh, got it up there, Sammy Ratuno. And we got a timeout on the play from head coach Finnegan from Roger Bacon. Yamo Media is the proud sponsor of this year's MVP trophy. Elevate your events with our expert DJ services, engage globally with our top-notch live streaming, and create standout content with our tailored content packages. Visit yamomedia.com to learn more about our services.
As you can hear blaring through the speakers here at Bishop Hartley, a little return of the Mac. It's not too bad on the DJ here that they have.
No.
And that is one of Yamo Media's own. So definitely.
Taking it back, yeah.
Hey, take advantage of.
You gotta get the classics.
Yeah. It's different types of, age demographics in the crowd.
For sure.
You gotta play to everybody's taste.
And we'll see what Roger Bacon has coming out this break. Looks like the bench was told to give some energy. You hear them now clapping and screaming out.
It has a lot to play with. It's the energy that the bench is going to bring. You don't have a lot of, too big of a crowd here, but
right, it's
strength in numbers.
Extremely hard for teams to travel, especially for an event game. We got another timeout on the floor.
Back-to-back timeouts. Let's see what the DJ crew's up this time. Didn't see that one coming, but hey.
We're always surprised here with Yamo Media and their services. And we got a thumbs up for the referees. Enjoy what they're hearing. Our DJ getting kudos. starting to party early. So after 2 quick timeouts, the Cardinals will have the ball out of bounds, side out of bounds. We'll see what they have drawn up. Up top, there's Rotuno. And again, just pass around the perimeter, but you see these players cut, and that's a call of tar. There's Rotuno down low, doesn't get the foul, and a bit strong on the layup, back down the other way. Here's Fulton with the cross. Oh, and the take.
Steal, Roger Bacon looking for their first points of the game. But after a steal and a layup, there it is.
One.
Sometimes that's all it takes is to get it just a little bit as Gussie Hoffman gets the steal and a trip to the free throw line.
Gussie gets Roger Bacon on the board, so no longer a stalemate. I'm not jinxing this time.
It's already in. Done it again,
I've
Allen.
done it again.
You've done it again. Nevertheless, we're back with 3:40 left here in the first quarter. Game's fairly even. Teams are fairly evenly matched. You can see down to the centers. They're evenly matched.
For sure.
Every position is even.
And it's still by rolling. Great anticipation on that defensive play. Up top to Leah Fulton. We got a long three off the mark. And Roger Bacon controls the offensive boards. There's Rowland trying to find her angle back to the middle of the floor. Oh, nobody home. And there's Rotuno up top. That's Diorio, excuse me, up top, controlling the ball. Just around the perimeter, trying to find an open look. Diorio a bit strong.
Both of these teams really looking to get some offensive production. Just can't find the bottom of the net.
Yeah. Great feed down there to Henderson. Didn't get the first shot to go, but stayed in place for the offensive rebound. Now she's back at the free throw line.
And though there hasn't been a huge amount of fouls, I mean, they still have, most of these points have come from the free throw line.
And we just jinxed.
Once again, we'll see if we can reverse it and try something different.
I think that's my fault.
See, there it is. The reversal is in.
And Roger Bacon back in their man-to-man defense. Great help. Diorio being guarded by Fulton. Hughes back to Diorio. Still the angle not really there. Gets her own rebound. Possession stays with the Cardinals.
So obviously you see both teams playing really good defense, but they've both struggled on the offensive side. What do you think they can do in order to get a little bit more production on that side of the ball?
You know, as even though we call it a jinx, I think the big thing is if shots aren't falling, get to the free throw line. So it's just dribbling it inside, you know, utilize Sophia Diorio. Gabby Ernst down low for Roger Bacon, and the same for the Cardinals. Get Hughes involved, you know, get some of your big girls down low involved to perhaps get fouled, get to the free throw line, get some free points, just get comfortable seeing the ball go through the basket. Normally once you see, you know, you hit your first couple of shots, whether it's a free throw or a layup, everything kind of opens up, but it's been a bit tough starting out.
Now, looking at the schedule, I did see Roger Bacon that they had some games where they were putting up 70 points a game. They put up 60 points a game. So scoring isn't hard for them. They just got to get in that rhythm. Just figure this game out a little bit more.
And there you see Sammy Rotono trying to initiate the action just to split the defense a little bit. As you see here on the replay, she'll get it up top, crossover, and the foul call. There she is low. And Henderson with the big board.
Big board. I love the way she snagged that one, held it up high so nobody can get to it, but turnover
out there
quickly.
Playing pre-safety is Talisha Huff. We got a long three off the back rim. Ooh, Leah Fulton was tracking. We got another three.
Great hustle right there. And has a Sophia DiOrio. Just can't get it to go in.
Yeah, we're under 30 seconds to play here in the first quarter. The Cardinal Mooney Cardinals 5, Roger Bacon Spartans 3. Oh, got it down low to Henderson, but the double team comes. She's still able to get it up and go. And I think that should be their option one, just to get points on the board. It looks like she can take the contact and make the basket. And as we end the first quarter, we have a tie game. The Cardinal Mooney Cardinals 5, Roger Bacon Spartans 5. School Days Uniforms is the one-stop school uniform shop for Bishop Hartley High School. We are proud to support the Hawks and keep them looking good. Please stay with us for more second quarter action at the Battle in the Hawks Nest. And welcome back to the Battle in the Hawks Nest here at Bishop Hartley High School. You're here for the second quarter of the Cardinal Mooney Cardinals versus the Roger Bacon Spartans. We have a tie game here, 5-5. I'm Candace Allen with Will Ward. Will, that first quarter, I think, like you said, two opposite sides of the state. They had to travel here to the Central City. Just what can they do offensively to get going?
Get the ball inside the bucket. That's it, that's simple as that. I mean, they've seemed like they both maybe drew up a few plays and they just didn't execute them as much as they could have. But I think they just have to they both started at the end of the first quarter. Just like the shots just weren't falling. So we already said get the ball in the hands of Mariah Henderson. That was one thing they could do. But attacking the basket after a travel, I think they just have to continue to play hard.
And Riley Rolford, you see her there with the steal, tried to initiate some action herself. However, a turnover. But that's good to see. You like to see players going downhill and searching or looking to score. Here are the Cardinals up top working through their sets. There's DiOrio over to Rotuno. She looks like she wants to shoot it, but she's going to run her play. Sweeping through with Sammy Rotuno. We got a long three.
And I can accept that shot right there. I mean, it didn't go in. It was a good look, though. Sometimes you just got to get a little bit more arc on it, or the only way to get yourself out of a slump is to continue to shoot.
Oh, what a play rolling. Oh, able to finish to Rolford. Now that's a set play right there where Coach Finnegan can be happy about. You saw rolling dribble and saw cutting Rolford for the layup.
Cardinals aren't looking for too much, just dribbling around. I think they got to get the space of the floor a little bit more spaced out.
Yeah, they need some cuts going. A lot of their offensive action is just, it goes with the guards. We need somebody to either cut inside or be able to penetrate. But you see here with active hands, Gussie Hoffman, she's off and running, spins back to the middle of the floor. Still going, finds Henderson. Oh, way to use the pick. And a sweeping layup, too strong. But again, they've been really aggressive coming out in the second quarter. And a steal.
Stolen right back. And still, Cardinal Mooney still can't get these baskets to fall. But I like I said, I do love that they're taking these shots and at least giving a good attempt. It's not just up and down the court and nobody's shooting anything. They just happen to can't go in.
Yeah, down there on the fast break, Sammy Rotuno.
She has 6 of those Cardinal Mooney points all by herself.
Great pass from Diario, able to look up, but back down the other way. Roger Bacon, we got a block from Huff. And Diario slows it down and control it up top, being guarded by Ernst. See, we need some more action. There you go. Great take from Rotuno. That's what you'd like to see. Just couldn't get the right angle. Henderson up top. Oh, being guarded heavy from Huff. Another sweeping layup, just not enough.
Couple subs coming into the game for both teams. Number 33 for Cardinal Mooney.
Oh, there's Diario down in the corner, has 2 stalking. And Roger Bacon gets it out of the scrum. Oh, just too much in the pass from Fulton. But great job looking up. And we got a long 3. Oh, in and out. There's Fulton. Oh, great take. That's Riley Rufford. will say there's tries to get the reverse from Rotuno. Too strong. Pass up top. Oh, but flying in for the rebound. But she gets up. Great work there from Leah Fulton. The Catholic Foundation exists to connect Catholics with the profound joy that comes with Christ-inspired generosity. They meet their donors wherever they are in their charitable journey and turn their gifts into real-world impact. And another floater from Roger Bacon rolling. A lot of these shots are just a bit too strong.
And it's on both sides, not just for one team. Both teams seem to be shooting the exact same way.
And a long three, but that's partially blocked by Fulton. I think that was a bit of a force from Diario there. Great pass. No foul called.
No, not a foul. I don't think there was that much of a contact there.
There's Diario full steam ahead, passes it out, sets her shot. Too strong from Rotuno. And Rolling looks up, finds Henderson. She gathers herself, spins. Oh, but an offensive foul.
Now that's surprising.
Here we
Let's
have
check
it on
it
the
out.
replay. Looking up, there's Henderson. She takes the dribble to gather herself, spins, yeah.
Looked like she was set, though.
Yeah, it looks like she was set, but not a lot of contact. With just under 2 minutes to go, we have a 7-9 score. Cardinal Mooney, Cardinals 7. Roger Bacon Spartans 9. Oh, Rotuno tried to spin and ran into a wall, and Fulton gets it out from Roger Bacon. She's back down the other way, tries to go behind her back. And there's
Bodies everywhere on the floor. They're
Nigel Ray
scrumming.
Wright trying to scrum. There's Huff up top, and she takes it strong to the basket, puts too much on it. We got a jump ball.
And it's going to be staying right here with Cardinal Mooney. That's one thing you can't take away from these ladies. They are hustling. They are giving valid effort. Even though the ball isn't going in a hoop, they are putting together, great execution on these plays. It's just the ball's not falling for them.
There's Arns guarded by too strong from Diario. She gets her own rebound. Up to Huff. She tries the initiate and is able to draw the foul. Arns, if you see here on the replay, there's Huff. She gets the ball, takes it to the middle of the floor, and just gets slapped on her arm right there. Huff with her first points of the afternoon.
See, Candace, you don't mention the free throws, and they both get knocked down.
Yeah, I'm done.
And the interception on the other end.
Playing free safety back there. There's Huff. Gets it over to Pregabon, up to Diario. But a turnover, a little bit too close to the baseline. That was a story in one of our first games this afternoon. Sometimes the baseline can come up on you really quick, and it's been acting as a second defender. Up top, Rolling, being hounded by Rotuno. And a steal, almost Diario gets it, but pushes it out of bounds. Oh, nice fake. And the runner, too strong.
It's a family affair for the Cardinal Mooney. You got Coach Dominic Diorio, excuse me. Then you have the sister, senior Sophia Diorio, and then the freshman Julia Diorio. So it has to be pretty exciting for the dad to be able to coach both of his daughters at one time. It's only going to happen just this season.
Absolutely. Family affair, as you say it. We got 20 seconds to go. There's Diorio trying to face up, being guarded by Fulton. She takes it. Oh, and if you didn't see that, Henderson able to get her hand on the ball. Active hands. We got a tie game. 12.5 left here in the second quarter. Oh, pass inside. Oh, but double block, and there's Fulton. Can they get a shot off? Oh, off the rim. Morgan rolling. We got a tie game headed into halftime here at the Battle in the Hawks Nets. The Cardinal Mooney Cardinals 9, the Roger Bacon Spartans 9. And before we get out of here, we want to give a shout out to one of our sponsors. Join us at Planks on Parsons for your next gathering. Open 7 days a week. Enjoy our family atmosphere with great food specials and the best pizza in town. Since 1939, Planks on Parsons has been a Columbus destination place for many joyous occasions. Party rooms are available, and also delivery is offered across the city. We are open 7 days a week, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. See you soon. And we'll be back after the halftime and the Battle in the Hawks Nest.
Yamo Media is a digital media company located in Columbus, Ohio. We specialize in live streaming high school and semi-professional sports. We are looking for local business partners to bring Central Ohio athletics to a larger audience.
Peyton Powell for three in the win at the buzzer. Cutting up the middle is Lathan. He breaks free, and there he goes. Takes it up, puts it down.
If you'd like to grow your business and support the Central Ohio community, then contact us at yamomedia.com.
And welcome back to the battle in the Hawk's Nest here at Bishop Hartley High School. We are in the matchup between the Cardinal Mooney Cardinals out of Youngstown versus the Roger Bacon Spartans out of Cincinnati. We have a tie game, both with 9 points. Will, starting out, what do you think in halftime? Both these coaches said to their team it was a defensive match, I would say, just took them a minute to get warmed up. But what do you think the coaches are imparting on their players coming out here in the third quarter?
I think they're asking for them to, to take care of the ball, not turn the ball over, focus on offense and defensively rebounding, but ultimately putting the ball inside the basket, executing the plays. Maybe, like we had mentioned earlier, getting the ball to Mariah Henderson if you're Roger Bacon, and Samantha Rotuno for Cardinal Mooney. Both of those ladies leading both teams. Rotuno having 6 points and Henderson having just 3. Of course, it's 9-9, so not a big offensive explosion, but just anything is going to help. So it's still an even game. It's not like anybody's running away with it. It's obviously anybody's game at this point, so just taking care of the ball is the objective here.
And as we get started, a word from our sponsors at Raising Cane's. Our One Love is craveable chicken finger meals. We use only the highest quality ingredients with a cook-to-order system that ensures a great tasting chicken finger meal, hot and fresh every time. Visit us at 3661 East Main Street. After the game, Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, One Love.
Each and every time you read that with Miss Allen, just sends something into my stomach. And right there was Gabby Ernst with her first basket of the game.
First basket down there working. Roger Bacon running their set play to get something going out of the break. And here are the Cardinals looking to respond. Rotuno up top. Pregabon. But it's been Diario and Rotuno initiating a lot of the action. Huff up top, back to Diario, being guarded by Rolling. But looking out, just not a lot of action going toward the basket. Good job from Diario there. It took a minute for that play to develop. But Diario needs to make those actions a lot quicker. And it looks like the Cardinals are in it appeared to be a matchup zone, but they're in man-to-man defense. Oh, what a take. Oh, that is Gussie Hoffman.
That's going to give her 4th points of the game. And already both teams are coming out a little bit more firepower on that offensive side.
I think, what is it, Michael Jordan's Secret Stuff?
Possibly.
From Space Jam.
Or something called Red Bull. It could have been pumped into the veins at halftime, but definitely both teams are coming out a little bit more offensively minded.
And we got a long 2 there from Diario, and she knocks it down.
So a slight change in the pace as we had in the first half was a little bit more defensively minded. Like offense is going to be the focus on this half, and obviously to bring either team to a win.
Yeah, just that quickly out of the third quarter. Oh, Hoffman looks to take again. She's able to draw the foul and get to the line. But out of halftime, the Cardinals have put some points on the board, up to 15. So they're nearly up to the same, in terms of points. They've scored about the same amount of points they did in the first 2 quarters. So a good job from them responding from their coach to be offensive-minded out of halftime.
Yeah, the pace that they played in the first quarter, maybe they just, wanted to just, like we were saying, feel the game out a little bit. They didn't want to send out all of their plays, run their best sets. They were saving the best for last. Cash money on those free throws by Julia Diorio.
There's Diorio to the lane, to her left. Not enough to get it up the rim. Here's Roger Bacon. But again, the Cardinals are looking to score. So great intensity for them, but a travel call. Just looking a little bit too far ahead. She saw the play developing.
Correction on those free throws. That was Gabby Ernst at the free throw line. My apologies.
And there's Diorio up top being guarded by Ernst. Huff now with it. Pregabon. Oh, she's tripped. That's a foul on. Oh, they called that foul on Leah Fulton. Her second. And team's first. There's Diorio. Takes all the contact. Look, I can't be mad at a team initiating contact and trying to be aggressive on the offensive side of the basketball.
Definitely not. Sometimes that's what you have to do is go in there and create the contact, and more than likely it's going to send you to the free throw line, or at least, possibly and one, but for sure send you to the free throw line.
And Diorio, the senior, gets one of two. And the Cardinals bring on the pressure. The Spartans looking just to pass out of it. They do a good job of breaking the press. And there's Hoffman going to the lane. Her favorite thing to do, operating the baseline, but outside swish. Morgan rolling.
Sometimes that's all it takes.
Oh, great look down there, the Huff. Doesn't get the foul and a bit too strong off the backboard. Roger Bacon has a player leaking. That's Ernst down there, but Fulton controls it up top, gets it up to Hoffman. Gets it down low to Henderson. Oh, but great trap down there from Rotuno.
Great defense right there by Morgan Rowley.
Oh.
A little bit too much.
Yeah, great anticipation from Ernst there. Just a couple of seconds too much, but she didn't get called to foul. It was a 10-second call.
10-second call.
So
really
great
good
defense from Roger Bacon.
Great pass. That's a tough call right there. And I'm pretty sure that Coach Finnegan isn't, wrong coach. Coach Diorio isn't happy about that one. The referee from the opposite side of the floor called that call. And there was a ref standing right there in front of the play. Did make that call, but nevertheless.
We have a substitution. Zanijah Ray Wright heads into the game. You see Fulton up top being hounded by Diorio. She's able to control the pressure. She wanted to launch that shot right there. Henderson up top, can't find her player. Fulton gets it back to get it under control. Finds a cutting Hoffman. And And as we head out of bounds, savings and checking accounts, youth and teen accounts, Visa CCs, home and auto loans. Learn more about Education First. Contact us today, www.educu.org. Free financial wellness. But Nazi, we are the smart choice in banking. That's Education First Credit Union. And on the fast break here, coming down, that's Hoffman. A great defense to prevent the layup.
Yeah, great active hands right there by Dana Hughes. You'll see as they take off right there. See Gussie Hoffman bringing the ball all the way up, but right on her heels was Dana Hughes to knock that ball away for a great block.
Oh, great defense from the Cardinals, but getting their own rebound, still in there battling was Rolford, but ball to the Cardinals. That was a great defensive possession. Both players on the shorter end of the spectrum, but they had their hands straight up to disrupt that basket. We got about 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter. A 14-18 lead. Roger Bacon still up, but the Cardinals with a small jump. Delaney Olsh. Did that basket not count?
I'm taking it. It did not.
Well, they added points on the board, but they get the ball back?
That's different.
Not for sure what broke down on that play. Here the Cardinals trying to get it in, gets it all the way out to Diorio. Over to Rotuno, trying to guard it by Henderson, but we got a three. Short. There's Fulton. She drives to the basket. Swings it around. We got another three.
Both of these teams are getting really good looks at the basket right now. They just got to get a little bit more on those. Both ends where they were a little bit short.
Yeah, and as I always say, the mid-range game still matters. Just take a couple of dribbles in, shoot a 13-foot jump shot. A lot of these three-point shots are hitting off the front of the rim, just not enough. But Diorio said, look, I can bend my knees and make money when needed.
Hey, that's all that matters. You can bend the knees a little bit. I think they don't realize how much difference that the shot is going to be affected if you're shooting that flat-footed, not getting that arc on there like you need.
For sure, and the Cardinals with their first lead this afternoon, 19-18, as Delaney Olsh heads to the free throw line. And Olsh gets one of two. And they continue on their full court press. Roger Bacon passes it out pretty easily. Looking ahead, got a minute and 25 to go with the floater that's rolling too much. And there's Fulton just working. We got another three rolling. Too strong, but there for the rebound. Right place, right time. Gabby Ernst.
Well, it's nice to see, even though we didn't have an offensive explosion in the first half, both of these teams were able to get more than they had in one quarter than they had in both halves. So, obviously, the halftime adjustment did work for them, and both of these teams are going to come out in the fourth quarter looking to put the game away.
Oh, great defense. Diorio just had her eye on the ball and hands on the ball, able to knock it away and draw the foul. And As the new rule in high school basketball this year, there are no more 1-and-1s, so 5 team fouls. Teams will be in a double bonus, so DiOrio, as Roger Bacon reaches his 5th foul, will head to the line for 2. I know you posed this question to me before, but I'm going to pose it back to you. What do you think about the new 5-foul rule?
I think it pretty much forces the coaches to back off just a little bit, just so you don't become so overly aggressive to where you're getting these 5 fouls very quickly. This is about the time of the quarter, because they do fall off after each quarter. This is when you do want those 5 fouls. Maybe at the end of the quarter, maybe you don't want to get to any of it, but I like it. It forces a smarter game plan.
There's Ernst being guarded by Wright. Oh. Great steal, looking up right for the lane. And we got 2 shots. Fulton down there tried to take the charge, but Zenijah Ray Wright will head to the line for 2. You see here on the break, we got a steal. Zenijah Ray goes up. Not able to complete the 3-point play, but she gets 2 shots. And her first points. And we have a substitution. Fulton will take a seat. Number 1, Claire Schlichter. And she knocks down 2, which brings their lead to 3. 15 seconds. Hoffman up. Hands it off to Ernst, who gets it to Rote. Just not enough on that shot. And as we head into the 4th, we have a 23-20 lead. Now with the Cardinal Mooney Cardinals with the lead. We'll be back for more Battle in the Hawk's Nest after this break. Welcome to Battle in the Hawk's Nest at Bishop Hartley High School. One of our sponsors, Keurig Dr. Pepper, is a proud sponsor of Battle in the Hawk's Nest. Goes Hawks! We have the matchup between the Cardinal Mooney Cardinals versus the Roger Bacon Spartans. We are starting off the 4th quarter. We have a very close game. The Cardinal Mooney Cardinals 23, Roger Bacon Spartans 20. Will, out of the break, what do you think either of these teams need to do just to grab the lead, keep the lead, and get the win?
I think they continue to do what they did in the 3rd quarter. Both teams that came out, and obviously they focus a little bit more on the scoring. They take great shots. They were obviously focused more on the defensive side. I was getting the defensive rebounds. We've seen a couple of turnovers, so obviously they're watching those passing lanes. But I just continue to do what they did in that 3rd quarter, and one of these teams is going to come out victorious.
Oh, we got a double dribble on the play. Hoffman was just looking for a teammate, able to penetrate and get to the lane. Just a couple of extra steps. Roger Bacon doesn't press, starting out the fourth. And Diorio, who controls the ball for the Cardinals most of the game, continues her job. Gets it over to Olsh. And Julie Diorio, who's also on the floor. So both Diorios on the floor. And there you see rolling with Fulton in a bit of foul trouble. She's going to be in charge of running the show for Roger Bacon. Up top, Hoffman pulls it back, but Rolling comes and gets it. Sees a cutting. Riley Rolford just played that play to perfection. You'll see her coming out of the corner on the right-hand side. She's going to flash. Diorio doesn't see her, but being guarded by Julie, her hands come down just a little bit. And Rolford here at the free throw line. She knocks down the first. We have a substitution on the play. Olsh will take a seat, and Talicia Huff will come back into the game for the Cardinals. 1 of 1 for Roger Bacon. And too strong on the offensive rebound. Ball back to the Spartans. And here comes Fulton back into the game, giving Riley Rolford a rest. There's Ernst down there in the corner. Had an open shot, didn't pull the trigger. Henderson bow low, able to get a seal. Surrounded by 3 or 4 players. There's Rolling. Hoffman. You see the cut, the second cut. Oh, just too strong. But Morgan Rolling able to split that cut between 2 players. Saw what she wanted to do, just wasn't able to complete the action, but good play. But here comes the Roger Bacon press. And Diorio seemingly breaks it all by herself.
It was a press, but it doesn't seem like it was that tight, and they didn't have, everybody manned the way that they needed to be in order to have that press have been successful.
And down against 2 players, Diorio tries to force a basket to go too strong. And Roger Bacon back down the other way, seeing an open lane, pushing it. There's Hoffman, spins. And we got a timeout on the floor from Coach Finnegan. And it looked like head coach was just not happy on that play.
Nah, I believe I even heard him ask, "What are you doing?" So he's obviously not satisfied with where they are right now. He has a couple of other things that obviously he wants to get drawn up. But, I mean, this game is still so close, and it's been really close the whole entire game. So you don't want to leave, anything, expecting your team just to know what you need them to do. So that's why the timeout was called. Get them a little bit more rain back in before the lead grows too much. You're only down by 2 if you're Roger Bacon. So I believe it was a good timeout.
Yeah, he's trying to settle his team down a little bit. Sometimes you just do things that's just not in characteristically you, so it just takes some time just for players to gather themselves so they can focus. They've been running their sets pretty well, and I expect that was the message from Coach Finnegan coming out of this timeout.
Let's see what they've drawn up. Will it manifest out into the court?
They get it out to Ernst. And Fulton back on her job, being guarded by Diorio. 3 players stop her track, but a long 3. But there for the offensive board is Hoffman.
So obviously you want points on this possession, But after drawing up a timeout or play during the timeout, it seemed like it had been executed the first time with that shot. Obviously, it didn't go in. But with that kind of ball movement around, they earned another basket by Gussie Hoffman. Give her 6 points of the game.
Yeah, and as the coach said, there you go. Just the play ran as expected. One time for execution. There's Diorio, tries to force it up once more, but we got a foul on the play. And that foul will be on Mariah Henderson.
And while we have a chance, we want to give a huge shout out to the sponsors of the battle in the Hawk's Nest. Is Keurig. Dr. Pepper is a proud sponsor of the battle in the Hawk's Nest. Go Hawks.
Go Hawks.
All right. Twice? It's better than once.
This is true. And I'm sure Coach Finnegan wants them to do the exact same thing, run their play and run their set. There's Ernst for a long three off the back of the rim. Possession to the Cardinals. I think the referee was looking for us to give him the ball. We didn't see it here underneath the table. Oh, passes up a shot. Oh, there's Huff with a great catch. Diorio for long and swish.
So Sophia Diorio is making a strong.
Oh, but they don't get back. Way to look up.
Wow.
Ernst with the finish, and I believe that was Fulton with the pass. Back and forth we go.
Yeah, they're picking up the steam here in the fourth quarter.
The Cardinals sitting on a 1-point lead. We have 3 minutes and 40 seconds left in this game. And Henderson up top decides to take on the point guard herself, keeping her feet moving. Great defense. Had her give up the ball, but an open lane. Huff cuts through and one.
How about that finish? She went through the defenders, took that really strong, and I'm pretty sure our camera ladies and gentlemen got that really great shot right there. You'll see the replay here in a second probably.
And Talicia Huff, once she saw, Henderson took on the matchup with Diorio, that left the middle of the paint wide open, and Roger Bacon didn't have another player just to slide in. And Huff just said, I'm going to take it myself.
Couldn't get the old-fashioned three-point play.
There's Roger Bacon. There's Ernst. And there's Hoffman going to the lane herself. No one stops her, but too much on that layup. And here go the Cardinals. They needed that basket.
Oh, yeah. The possessions of each team is getting more and more crucial with this game being so close. Every basket's going to count, so you need to be able to finish when you get to the basket.
There's Pregabon down low. Needs someone to get open. Huff back in her hands. Stopped by Henderson. Oh, almost got a steal. Rolling out there with active hands. Pregabon being hounded. And a 5-second call.
One ref called 5 seconds, the other ref called timeout.
Oh, we got a timeout on the floor. And as that time, we'll shout out another one of our sponsors. Brick Studio stands as a beacon of versatility in event hosting, offering the perfect space for corporate, social, and community gatherings. From corporate meetings that inspire innovation to social events that create lasting memories, Brick Studio is a haven for diverse occasions. With a blend of modern amenities, personalized services, and a touch of community warmth, we transform events into unforgettable experiences. Brick Studios also provides handmade decor props, furniture rentals, and Photo 360 services. Please be sure to check Brick Studio Photo 360 just outside of the gymnasium. Let Brick Studio be the backdrop to your narrative, where every detail is crafted with precision, ensuring your event is nothing short of exceptional. For more information, please visit www.hstudios614.com. And out of the timeout, 2 minutes and 28 seconds to go. The Cardinals sitting on a 3-point lead, 28-25, over the Roger Bacon Spartans. And we had that weird thing, it is football Sunday where, the referees called the touchdown and interception at the same time. Well, it looks like they did give them the timeout and not the 5-second call.
Well, we'll see if Cardinal Mooney can take advantage of the timeout.
And it looks like Fulton is just getting the ball out of Diorio's hands, and they get the turnover. Here's Roger Bacon back down the other way. Rolford, and there's Rolling. Hoffman looking down, goes to the basket again. Oh, in and out.
I think that ball hit every part of the cylinder, just didn't fall all the way down.
She's had a couple of those where she would want back. Under a minute to go. Ernst got her hands on the ball. Yes, and a turnover. Here's Roger Bacon. Coach is telling them to push. And down low, can she get this one? Yes, there she goes. Gussie Hoffman.
It's her 8th point of the game. It's going to be a timeout. Taken by Roger Bacon.
And our next game.
We're going to have the JV Bishop Hartley Hawks. That's who's waiting in the wings, and they're going to be playing
Hamilton Baden.
Oh, yeah.
And then right after the varsity of that matchup, Bishop Hartley versus Hamilton Baden will tip off at 5:30 and will be streaming live on all of Yamo Media's social media platforms, as well as its website and app. And the game will also be streamed live on Bishop Hartley's YouTube channel. We have a 1-point game here, 28-27. Is there a person or player, if you're either one of these teams, that you want the ball to go to?
If you're Cardinal Mooney, you want to get it back into the hands of Sophia Diorio. She is right now have 2 knockdown threes back-to-back. And if you're right now Roger Bacon, you probably want to keep the ball in the hands of Gussie Hoffman. She's been static also, and Gabby Ernst isn't too far behind her. So, you see where the points lie. You got Morgan Rawling. She has 1 3-pointer on a day. So, right now you can't go wrong with any of those names that I named.
And Roger Bacon pushes up the pressure and looks up. Huff able to get that pass to go. And they get it across half court. Nursing again a 1-point lead. Diario up top being hounded by Rolling. Great defense, has her feet moving. And 5 seconds. Morgan Rolling.
So are you familiar with the 5-second call? All right, so explain to people that's novices to the game, like myself and anybody else that's listening, what just happened with that 5-second call?
What just happened? So you have 5 seconds basically to do something with the basketball. How you reset is the key. So you want to penetrate and then dribble out, and then that count resets. However, if you don't pass or make an action to the basket, and you're a player with the ball in your hands for more than 5 seconds, that is a violation.
Gotcha.
So either pass the ball, head to the basket to shoot it, or dribble in, penetrate, and then pull it back out to reset the clock, the referee's clock.
All right. Well, not only is this entertaining, but also educational.
They get it down to Henderson. Oh, she drops steps and gets the foul.
And I've been waiting for Roger Bacon to do that for so long. I mean, obviously she's standing above everyone. Obviously, you see the size advantage. Why hasn't she had that opportunity more?
Take
Just
that power
easy.
dribble, drop step against two defenders. That could have been there for them, like you said, all game.
It's never too late. And obviously she's fluent with shooting that free throw. That's her second one made of the game.
Now we have a tie ball game with 1 minute and 6 seconds left. And she gives Roger Bacon the lead. Mariah Henderson, the senior, gives Roger Bacon the 1-point lead. Oh, what a dangerous pass.
Very.
But Rotuno able to control it out there, being guarded again by Rolling. Great defense and a turnover, but Huff able to steal it right back in a timeout. What a heads-up play by Talisha Huff.
There was so much going on that play. I thought somebody had blew the whistle. It was the referee blowing the whistle for the timeout. I was for sure. He's made that call already where he's made the call across court. So I know he didn't see her step out from on the other side, but great heads up right there by Coach DiArio, knowing his team had the ball and got the timeout.
For sure. She was kind of pinned down on that sideline, but great awareness from Huff, being able to steal the ball right back, because Roger Bacon looked like they were headed down the other way for a fast break. But we're 58.8 seconds left. Roger Bacon with a 1-point lead. It looks like the juice and energy that both these teams needed after halftime they got. They started putting a lot more points on the board.
So one thing that I want to know what's going on in Coach Finnegan's mind with Roger Bacon. You've had Mariah Henderson, who's able to kind of dominate the paint and help out. And right now you see she's off of the bench, or off and sitting on the bench right now. So whether it's for defensive purposes or it obviously can't be for offensive strategy, what is his – we'd love to hear from what he has to say about
And
that.
a long three from Pregabon. Doesn't get it to go, and back down. Here comes Roger Bacon. Hoffman gives it up to Schiglichter. Over to Hoffman, just running their courses. They need to make an action. Oh, and Hoffman with the turnover, but we got a foul. And a foul called on Sammy Rotuno. But as you stated, here comes Mariah Henderson and Leah Fulton back in the game. It looked like a little defense offense.
Yeah, that could be what it was. Just maybe a quick breather. Still a little scratching my head at it right now, but there we go.
Down to Hoffman. Couldn't get that layup to go. Took a little bit of contact, but no foul called. And here come the Cardinals. There's Huff. Oh, step through right under the rim.
Offensive foul. That was going to be on Mariah Henderson. It was a light shove right there.
Oh, wow, offensive foul, and now the Cardinals will have the ball under the basket.
Talk about a change of events. 11 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
And Riley Rolfert will switch places with Henderson and take care of the defensive end. But what can the Cardinals do out of this timeout with 11.5? Who are you going to?
You know what? This
You
one's
said
tough.
it once.
I said it DiArio once. And I almost want to put the ball in Talicia's Huff hand. She's quick. She knows how to handle the ball. You need a high percentage shot right now. You don't even want a shot. You maybe just drive the lane and hope you get to the free throw line. So between Returno, she's had the ball in her hands. Huff had the ball in her hands. And, of course, DiArio has done what she's done. But I want to – it should be either the last shot of the game or we're going to the free throw line to tie it up or hopefully take the lead.
For sure, and one thing if you're Roger Bacon that you don't want to do is foul. You're not in the bonus just of yet, but you don't want to have the game decided at the free throw line. They still have the 1-point lead, so what they should do is just to keep their hands up, put pressure on Diorio, have her give up the basketball, and to grab any defensive rebound and head back down the other way. So out of bounds, here's Huff and the Cardinals with 11.5 to go. They get it to Diorio down there in the corner, guarded by Rolling. She gets a shot, but blocked.
I may want another timeout right now if I was Coach Diorio. That just didn't go as much as he thought it would. But luckily you still have a chance, and now it's going to be even quicker. Just got to be safe on this inbounds pass.
4.3 left. They get it, but a steal. Morgan Rolling, the unsung hero of this game. It's about 3 times she's been able to get her hands on the ball, play some lock-up defense. Morgan Rolling, the senior.
I knew that's what it had to be. They had to really take care of the ball on that inbounds pass. You see right there, it was just a little bit too much confusion, 2 players in the same spot. There was just something, it was off about that one. Like I said, I'm pretty sure that's not what they drew up in the timeout, but still you got 2 seconds left. The ball is still on your end of the court. You still have a chance to intercept and get a shot up. It's going to be really tough, but anything is possible.
Yeah, 2.8 seconds. I think in this regard, you want to get a shot up in the paint. Sometimes taking a long jump shot or three-pointer, although it looks pretty, not necessarily what you want to do. So hopefully the Cardinals seeing what they have drawn up. And we're still here at the Battle in the Hawk's Nest, Bishop Hartley High School, streaming on all social media platforms from Yamo Media, as well as the Bishop Hartley High School YouTube page. Shout out to our broadcast crew, our director and camera ops, doing a really good job. And 2.8 seconds left in this one. And it's Roger Bacon with the ball out. We'll see if they foul in this situation.
I got to try to go for the steal. I mean, inbounds pass, you got a chance for a steal. They just throwing it long. Ball is touched. That should be the time right there.
Oh, and they don't call the foul.
I mean, it was 2 seconds left. But.
And that's the end of it. They tried to foul, but great recognition from Roger Bacon. And that's our game this afternoon. Roger Bacon out of Cincinnati, able to pull out a 1-point win, 29-28 over the Cardinal Mooney Cardinals out of Youngstown. Please stay with us for more action here at the Battle in the Hawk's Nest.